Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. If you've not been here before, welcome, and if you have, welcome back. I really do appreciate your support as always. So we're just going to get straight into the video because it might be a fairly long one. So today is a get ready with me using my Essence products. So I'm really excited about this because I've got all of the Essence products that I need. I think I even went out and bought a mascara yesterday, the waterproof Lash Princess, so I'm really looking forward to seeing if it's as good as the original Lash Princess. But to be honest, I used that quite a couple of years ago now, and I can't really remember the formula that much anyway, so it's going to be a first impressions on the Lash Princess waterproof and quite a few of the other Essence products I have. So like I say, I do want to get into the video. This is why I'm so barefaced. It looks really weird on camera. The only thing I've got on is my skincare and also some like lip balm, and it's the Nivea Rose. Is it Nivea? No, it's this one here. I may as well show it, yeah. So it's this Vaseline Rosy Lips, which is nice. So it just looks like that. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not really hygienic, putting your fingers in it and then obviously putting it on your lips, but it is only me that's using it, so I don't really mind too much about that. Right, so let's get into it. So first of all, let's put the primer on. So there's not much primer left in this, as you can see. It's pretty much done. It's about here. So yeah, it's pretty much done. So this is why I want to do this get ready with me now. This is really hard to buy in the UK. You've got to go to Amazon or to eBay. I got this from Amazon and I paid a lot more than on the Wilko website, which is where I normally get all my Essence products from, or I go to the Wilko store, either the one in the city centre or the one at the retail partner where I live, and they don't sell this. They don't really sell a lot of primers and foundations in the stores for some reason. But yeah, I really like this, guys. It makes your skin really glowy, and I've got the matching foundation which I'll be using today. Just pop a bit here, but that should be enough. I go way overboard with this stuff. Smells. If you don't like scented smells, you might not like it, but I don't actually mind it what's in it. It says with vitamin complex and cranberry water, so that's what I can smell then, the cranberry water. And I don't really use a brush to blend my primers in, to be honest. That just reminds me, talking about brushes, I need to get a new makeup sponge out for the foundation. So I'll do that in a minute and let this dry. Can't really see if it's all soaked in. Sorry, I'm looking off to the side. On camera it looks really greasy, but it's not a greasy primer, it's just dewy, and obviously it needs to soak in. So we'll just leave that there for a minute and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so the primer's on. It's pretty much all set down. It's a little bit tacky still, but we'll go ahead and put the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow foundation on. It just looks like this, and as you can see it is a little bit too dark, but it's only a little bit, and I'll just spread it out very minimally, shall we say. So this is the sponge I'm going to be using. I got these from Primark in like a big bag. I thought there was another bigger one than this, but this is about as big as it gets when it's damp. So let's just pop some onto the sponge. Right, so see if I can do it actually in the viewfinder without actually getting a mirror. I think I might need a small mirror. Let me just go and get one. Right, so I'm just going to put some on the other side. Might have to go in with a second layer as well, but we'll just see. This shade as well is the lightest shade that they do. I wish they did porcelain, but this one is in Cool Ivory. It's a shade 10 if you're interested. I don't actually think they do that many shades in this foundation. I'm going to go and check up on that, and I'll either leave it in the description or I'll leave it just around here somewhere, just so you can know that if you haven't already got this foundation, which I think's poor really for a brand to only bring out a few shades. Then I just need some for the top of my head. That's more than enough. Like the primer, this really smells of cranberry water as well. So if you do not like scented makeup, then you're probably wise to stay away from it. I mean, I had the primer on probably about 5 minutes and I could still smell the primer water. Sorry, the cranberry water. So it does actually linger for a little while. My skin is not looking the best at the minute. Well, it's not really my skin. I have polycystic ovary syndrome and hairs sprout everywhere. I'm going to talk about that in another upcoming video, just for other people that have polycystic ovary syndrome, and just basically talk about how I deal with it and how I get rid of the hair and things like that. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. But obviously this is all about the get ready with me with all my Essence makeup products. I think that'll be enough. I mean, as you can see, it's really dewy. And then we're going to move on to the concealer. I do like Essence, but they're very hit and miss. The makeup that I've had in the past is very hit and miss. Oops, don't drop that. So yeah, that's what that looks like. I've got a lot more of the foundation than I do have of the primer, just because I bought the primer first and then I went on to get that. So this is the concealer. So it's the Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer. I don't think they do a concealer in that line. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I don't think they do a concealer in the Fresh and Fit Awake line. I've not seen it if they do. So let's put a little bit of this on. Normally I have a little concealer sponge, but I'll do it with this sponge. I look so tired today. The workmen came at about 8 o'clock this morning, and they were putting a scaffold up outside and drilling and banging, and oh, it was awful. So I've not really had much sleep, not considering I don't actually go to bed till the early hours anyway, because of my insomnia. So yeah, it's not ideal, but that looks a really good concealer. I forgot how good that was. I've not used it in such a long time. I mean, that compared to that, I mean, you can see loads of redness under there just because I didn't bring the foundation up. I never do. It kind of, it's, if you bring the foundation right up here, it's like you're putting it on twice, so it can make your concealer look cakey when and if you put powder on to obviously make it last a little bit longer. So then I'll take that up to the eye, but I've also got an eyeshadow base as well that I use. Right, so that's one eye done, and I do actually only use a bit of concealer. Now I'm getting older, I don't like do the triangle. I do it sometimes, depends on the concealer. If it's a very light one like the collection one that I've got, I do it with that, but I don't, this is full coverage, so I don't really do that with this one. And again, I'm really impressed with that one, guys. I would definitely repurchase this concealer, and it's so inexpensive. What shade did I get? The lightest shade again, 10 Nude, which is no surprise. So now I think I'm going to leave the eyeshadow base. For one, it's in my makeup bag, and for two, because that is like kind of like, well, it's not kind of, it's a high coverage concealer, and I put it all over my eyelids. I don't feel like I need it. So what are we going on to now? So we'll do eyeshadows, and I tend to put my eyeshadow on first, and then let all this like concealer set in, and then I'll go in with like a little bit of powder. So this is the eyeshadow palette. Sorry, I'm not even showing it yet. It's because I've spoken about it so much in a lot of my videos, and it's the Essence G'day Sydney palette, and I got this for £1 from Wilko. I can't believe it. It's such great value. I mean, look at all those eyeshadows that you get in it. So I'm going to go in with this. It's a nice everyday base shade, so it's just a cream base. Where's my brush that I normally use? So I use this Essence, sorry, not Essence, Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I never use this for the crease. So I'm just going to use this eyeshadow palette to pack it on all over the lid, and I just take it up to my brow bone, and then onto the next one. It's just really to make the other eyeshadows blend out, I would say. Right, so that's that. So now these two here, I've already like swatched them, but these two here are more like highlighter shades, so I can't use any of them in my crease. So the lightest shade is this one, so we'll try using this, unless I've got one in my other palettes. So we've got that contouring palette, so I could always use that side, but I don't really want to do that. What have we got in here? Right, so what I can do is use this Essence Iron Face palette. There's a really light like matte brown there, so I can use that, and then I can use the other browns in this palette as well. So we'll do this first. So it's just that one there. probably going to need the smaller eyeshadow palette just to do this detailed work. I haven't said what brush this is. This is a Soho brush by the brand Soho. I've had this absolutely ages. It's lasted years. And I only got one at the time, and I'm kicking myself now because I wish I'd have got more. I keep going back to TK Maxx in the hope that they've got some more, but they've just never had that brand back in. So I've not been able to find it. Maybe I should go and have a look on Amazon or something like that, because I really do like it. It's a really nice crease brush. This is actually a nice crease eyeshadow from my older palette that I've got. Yeah, so this brush, back to the brush again, was only actually £2 or £3.99. It was really inexpensive, and at the time they had quite a few, so I could have got more, but I didn't know how it would perform, so I just thought I'd just get one for now. And then when I went back, they'd all gone. I was a little bit disappointed. Right, so now we'll move on to the star of the show, which is this one, which is what made me want to do this video at all, really. So now we're going to move on to this brown one. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have fine particles of glitter. I don't think that will pick up. When I did the swatch, it didn't show on my hand. And as you can see, there is quite a bit of fallout, so that's probably going to fall down my face. Oh, it goes nice with this other brown eyeshadow from the other palette. Goes really nice. They blend out really well together as well. I'm not going to put too much in just because I don't want it too dark. And this video shouldn't stop at any point unless the light goes, which seems to be, it's either the light or the battery that goes on me. The battery is charged up. I don't know how charged up the external light on the camera is, so I'm hoping it's not going to go on me before I get to the end of this video. I'm hoping the video won't be too long either. It's just going to be a simple eye look to show you how the eyeshadows perform. And then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to use this in the outer corner. Yeah, outer corner and possibly the lash line. I don't tend to use like brown blacks, but I do want to see what it looks like. And this is the first impressions, guys. I've never actually used this palette before, only swatched it, so yeah. The powders in this are really, they've got a lot of kick up to them, so that's the only thing I will say so far. Right, so just in the outer corner. Oh, it looks nice with that other. What I'll do is I'll put it in the outer corner and I'll put it in the crease as well. I do not know what this look is going to look like, so it's starting to look smoky now because I've put that darker brown in the crease, which I don't really go for a smoky eye. Right, so I need to really blend this in. So I guess we're going for a smoky eye then today. I like it though. Right, this eye's always the trickiest, my left eye. Because this is, my left eye is the one with the problems through childhood. I'm sure I've spoke about this on the channel before. I got into an argument with my friend at the time, and she didn't mean to do it, but she had sherbet, which is obviously an acid, and kind of threw it in my eye, and now there's like quite a big scar in my eye, and the opticians and the eye specialists have always said if it would have gone a little bit closer to your pupil, you would have been blind in that eye. So I've got a stigma in it now. So yeah, I don't like people touching this eye, well, my eyes in general, because of it. Right, so we're just gonna, so that's a fun fact for you. So we're just gonna kind of blend this out. Right, and then I want to do a fun colour now. So what shall we do? I think I want to do that green. I was looking at this palette last night, doing some swatches on it, some more swatches, just because I like it so much. And I thought, what shall I do, the green or the blue? I'm doing 3 looks with this palette anyway, so I think I'll do the green today. It's just gorgeous. I'm going to put it on with my fingers just because shades like this, like kind of metallic eyeshadows, normally go on better with your fingers. So let's get the mirror back and yeah, let's see how this looks. So that's the shade there. How pretty is it, guys? Oh yes. So it's like a green gold. So who's got this palette then, and what are your thoughts on it? I know it was out for quite a while, but it wasn't out at this price that I got it. I'm glad I waited. I didn't think of buying it just because of my no buy. I know I have bought some things on the no buy, but this one wasn't one of them. I think it was quite expensive, and I don't rate like Essence products. I don't think you should pay over a certain price for them quite tight like that. But yeah, this looks amazing, guys. I mean, look at that eye. I really like this look, and the fact that it's a little bit smoky as well goes with the gold, because that's quite a smoky gold. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't think I would have bought this palette at full price. I think it's about £10 at full price. I'll get the right price for it and put it in the description box as well. Wow, I really like it. I'm just putting more and more on. I mean, look at that. Love that. Right, so now I need to get some powders and just kind of like set my entire face before it completely sets on me. Right, so the powder that I use, well, I've got actually 2 Essence powders, but the one that is my favourite of the 2 is this Essence Brighten Up. Really, really nice. So let's get this Shine-Xo tulip brush and put it underneath my eyes. Just to set the concealer. Right, and then all over the face. It's hard doing this on camera because I don't do a lot of get ready with me's. I normally just obviously do my makeup in the bathroom. That's where most of my makeup is. I normally take it there every day in my little makeup bag and do my makeup in there, and then come on camera and talk about whatever I want to talk about. So yeah. Oh, this brush, by the way, is from the Real Techniques Berlin collection, and I had to actually get it. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to get it. Obviously, if you didn't know, I'm half German, and yeah, obviously my heritage. I've never actually been to Berlin though, and I really want to go at some point. But this is the buffing buffing brush, and it's just the same as what's in the normal collection. But they put obviously a picture on it. Yeah, it's really good powder, this. I've not seen this in my local Wilko either. This, is it banana powder? No, Brighten Up powder, which is effectively a banana powder. Is it that's smelling? That smells quite a bit as well. I don't know what it smells of, but it does smell a little bit. Not a bad smell, not heavily scented or anything. Right, so then we're going on to contour. So this is new. This only came out I think a few weeks ago now. So it's the Essence Contouring Duo palette, and this one is a lighter one. You can get two, so this one is for lighter skin, and then you can get a darker skin one. You don't really get that much product. How much do you get? I think it might be 7 grams. Yeah, it's 7 grams. I wanted to try it. I didn't have any bronzers. I used to have a bronzer by Essence, and I don't have it anymore. So I wanted to try it. And obviously I bought it for this video. So this is the Real Techniques brush I use for bronzing and contouring. Oh, it's the 302 one. Really like this, and I got it so cheap at Boots. It was on sale because they brought all the new Real Technique brushes out, so I got it for about £6, and then when I went back they didn't have any more left. Story of my life. But yeah, really like it. So again, okay, quite like it so far. Don't need a lot, it's quite pigmented. Right, so we'll go and do the other cheek. Down the nose. I always do under my lip there as well. And then I normally just do around my forehead. Blends in really nice, guys. I can't remember how much this is. This was, I think it was about £3.50, which isn't bad for a contour shade and a powder shade. So now what I tend to do is use this brush here. This is from I'm sure this is from BH Cosmetics, a set that I got from TK Maxx, but the names come off it, so I can't really tell you. It was in a brush set anyway. So now I'm going to go in with this shade here, see what this is like, and then like just under the contour I'm just gonna kind of chisel it out a little bit, and then do the same on the other side. So again, it's first impressions with the contour, because I've never used that before. Right, so that's that done. What now? Oh yeah, I tend to blend it in a little bit with a brush. This brush is the powder brush by Real Techniques. Really love this. I've had it forever. Right, so then blush time. So I've got a single blush in here somewhere that I've not really used that much. I mean, I wouldn't say it's new by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not that old either. It's probably about 6 months old, maybe a little bit older than that. So yeah, this is in 10 Peach Me Up, which looks like that. So blush brush, where are you? It's this Revlon one. It doesn't have a number on, and I don't even know if they sell these brushes anymore in the UK. I got it from Superdrug initially, and I've not seen them sell them in there recently, so and I always go ham on the putting the blusher on. So I always have to get this brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. It's a really pigmented blush, this, guys. Should have done that before. So you don't actually need that much. And then what I want to do is I want to use this palette again. So this Iron Face palette, and I want to use this blusher. It's like a blush topper, it's not a blusher. Just looks like that. So yeah, it's more like a blush topper, but I'm not going to put too much on my brush, she says. And then a little bit more for the other cheek. Right, now, and I haven't, oh yeah I have. No I haven't. Sorry guys, I'm just going to have to go into the bathroom and get my highlighter brush. Right, so the highlighter brush I use is the Real Techniques. It doesn't say, but quite a lot of us use this for our highlighter. So I think the only highlighter I have from Essence is this one, and then I've got like eyeshadow, so we'll try this. Not used this in a hot minute. It's quite glittery, which isn't normally the type of highlighter I go for. I think I prefer the highlighter in the other Essence Iron Face palette that I've got, because I've got two of these. Yeah, I've got two different ones, and the highlighter in that one is nicer than the highlighter in this one that I'm using, but I wanted to pull this one for the blusher because I like the blusher more in this one. Right, so then let me just see what this eyeshadow highlighter looks like over the top. So it comes out of this palette. These are eyeshadows that I've chosen for myself, and I really like this highlighter at the end of the palette. It's called Go Goldie. It's in 01, and that is my type of highlighter. So I'm gonna just try and go over the areas that I've gone over and see if it makes a difference. Oh yes, wow, that looks a lot brighter and much more pigmented, much more me. It's an eyeshadow, but it works as a highlighter. So yeah, really like that. Now, what I tend to do after I've done all that is put some setting spray on, and I know this is an essence, but forgive me. It's the Pixie Glow Mist. Is it? Yeah, Glow Mist, and I absolutely hate this. I can't wait to get it out of the collection. And I know you may say, well, why are you using it if you hate it so much? Well, for one, it's quite an expensive product compared to other setting sprays that I normally get, and for two, I don't really like waste. I've nearly finished it now anyway, so it's just there. So a few more uses and it will be out of the collection. So yeah, let's just give us a spritz. Oh, and I've just remembered as well, I've left my eyeliner, my Essence But First Espresso eyeliner in the bathroom, so we just need to go and get that. Right, so we all know what this looks like. It's a huge staple here on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just going to put this in the lash line, and also I'm going to tight line with it, so I hope that doesn't freak you out too much. I don't always like seeing people do this on camera, but needs must. I actually hate doing this just because I don't like messing with my eyes, but because I don't like do an eye line, then I have to do this because it makes my eyes look brighter. Right, and then I'm just going over here to this eye. Yeah, I think that's alright. Right, so that's how we're looking so far, so we just need to get the mascara. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the darker brown in here and kind of like smudge it along where that But First Espresso eyeliner is, just to like coincide with my eyeshadows that I put on earlier. I forgot that I was actually talking about doing that, but it's just that dark brown there, so let's do that. I'm just using this brush here from Primark. Normally I use it for my brows, and this brown and this palette is probably a good one for my brows. I've not actually done my brows. They don't look too bad though. They don't look crazy yet. Whoops. I haven't done an inner corner highlight either, so I'll have to make sure I do that on camera. This palette is falling absolutely everywhere. So let's move some of these brushes. Right, so we'll just leave it there for that one. My eyes always water when I do that bit. Does anyone else's? I think it's just because I've got quite sensitive eyes. Right, so that's the inner corner highlight brush. And what I normally do as well is use this and just use a shade like that. Just like to go over the brow bone, just to make sure everything's blended in. There's so many steps that I've actually forgotten to do just because I'm talking about it. I hope this video isn't going to be too long. Right, and then I think I might mix those two inner corner highlights just to see how they look. Well, I'll try one on its own first. Again, quite a lot of kick up. The only time I didn't find these, from what I've tried so far, these eyeshadows had a lot of kick up. The only time I didn't feel that way is when I tried this green eyeshadow and just put it on with my fingers. Yeah, when you use both of those highlighter shades, you do get quite a nice inner corner highlight, but that one by itself isn't just bright enough for me. I like it a little bit brighter. So then it's mascara time, so we've done everything, so let's do our mascara and lipstick. So I've got two lipsticks, so they look like that. They're from the new collection that Essence brought out. I've said this so many times, but just in case you haven't seen my Superdrug haul yet, which I don't even think's gone up, so how could you have seen it? These are in the shades 02 This Is Me and 06, sorry, 0 This Is Me is the line that they brought out. So basically what it is Essence have brought a line out for each different skin tone. So they brought out for light, medium, tan and dark, I think it is. And I got one of the light, which is this one, which is probably my favourite out of the two, and it's called Happy. And then the one from the tan line that I got is in shade 06, and this one is called Real. So let me just swatch them for you. I've done this before, but I'll swatch them again. So that one is Happy. It's such a beautiful shade. I think I'm going to wear that today. And then this one is Real, which is a lot darker, obviously, because it's for a tanned, someone that's tanned, which they're both really, really nice, and they're both lipsticks that I do wear. But I probably wear Happy more, that one, yeah, Happy more. So let's put the mascara on. So this is the mascara. I have never tried this. I am so excited. Out of all the products I've used today, I am so excited to try this. I was really excited to try the G'day Sydney eyeshadow palette as well, and I'm really happy with how my eyes have turned out. But this I've been meaning to try for ages, and I don't know why I didn't try it. It's only £3.20, so it's not like it's a higher end mascara, but at one point I did have a lot of travel size mascaras that I wanted to use first, and I didn't want to bring in other mascaras into the collection. I'm only going to be bringing one mascara in at a time. This is the only mascara that I have, along with obviously the Key the Kiko False Lashes Concentrate. So I'm going to put this on, but I also probably am going to wear this one as well. Actually, no, I'll give it a miss because this is meant to be a video about Essence products, so we'll just use this one today. So it's the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. So it is a false lash effect mascara, so I should get, in theory, I should have the same effect as I do normally with this one. So put that one away. And it's the waterproof version, and I went into my local Wilko and they actually do, I can't remember the name of it, I think it's a volume one. Yeah, it is a volume one, and it's like in a peach packaging, and they do the original one as well. So I didn't know whether to get this or the volumizing one. In the end, I wanted to get this because I knew that I liked the original one. So stop jibber jabbering, Andrea, and put the mascara on. So yeah, let's do this. So that's the wand. So again, never tried this product. Let's put another coat on. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing, can you? Not sure how I feel about this, but this is standard for me. Like, I'll get a mascara. I had the Urban Decay Perversion, and I didn't like that when I was using it. The formula was too wet, and I don't really like a wet formula, if I'm being completely honest. I obviously don't like it dry either, just somewhere in between. It's very black, I like that. I'll probably have to test it. I'll probably have to test it a little bit longer so I can give you my true thoughts on it, but that shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Perversion up until my next Shop My Stash, which is going to be on Wednesday. So I don't know if you're going to get to see this video before my next Shop My Stash goes up. I know a lot of you wanted to see the Get Ready With Me Essence products, so I might put it up earlier than I would normally. It might even end up going up today. I'm not too sure. See how I feel on that. And then there was just one more product to try, guys, and it is the Essence This Is Me Happy lipstick, and you can see in a minute just how nice it is. I have got a little bit of lip balm on, so I'm just trying to take that off. Right, so I don't normally need a mirror to put lipstick on, so I'll just come closer to the camera. And how beautiful is that lipstick? Yeah, I really like this look. Let me take this out. These are really hurting my head. So yeah, this is the look. Really like it. It's a really nice first impressions look on a lot of the products. So yeah, really like it so far. And this is it, the end. It's a good job too, because I've only like got 10 minutes left on my camera to record before it completely cuts out, and I don't want it to be a long video for you guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below, or you can click my photo, which is normally over here. There'll be a video over here, down here and down here, which I hope you'll watch. And yeah, please subscribe and click the notifications bell, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.